Hey, baseball fans, this is Chris Singleton, and welcome to MLB The Show.
No sport celebrates and cherishes stories like baseball. There are countless tales about the major leagues and the national pastime. But there remains an untold story, an all-American story of a league created out of necessity that would ultimately become a driving force for change. A league that didn't care what color you were or where you came from. The only thing that mattered was, can you play? And these men and women could absolutely play. By setting new standards and breaking barriers, they would change the game and this country forever. These are the legends. These are their stories. This is the Negro Leagues. Catching here on the Field of Legends is the legendary Josh Gibson.
Freddie, shows, where they at? Sold out, to the world, get the bag, get the money.
Whom many would call the Black Babe Ruth. But there are others who saw Josh swing that big bat of his who would call Ruth the White Josh Gibson. Gibson was incredible. But Josh wasn't just a great power hitter. Josh was a great hitter with power. Lifetime batting average of .354. And in head-to-head competition against major leaguers in countless exhibition games, hit over .420. Josh Gibson was going to steal your 20-25 bases or more to go with that big bat of his. And what makes it even more remarkable for those of you who are baseball fans, he was doing this as a catcher. Catchers don't do that because the position's just so physically demanding. It beats your body up. Well, Josh wasn't a good catcher. He was a great catcher. Rifle arm. He was throwing guys out from the crouch back in that era. Big, powerful forearms, big, powerful thighs, trademark rolled up left sleeve, and great eyes.
A 100% certified slapper.
Here comes the dangerous Josh Gibson with a chance to do some damage. Williams back to work.
Ball one, no
And
strike.
that skips in the dirt.
Josh Gibson's playing career was just unbelievable. He wasn't all power either. He won the Negro National League batting title 4 separate times over 10 seasons and won the Triple Crown in 1936 and 1937.
The 1-1. Slap the other way, foul.
Gibson was really a complete hitter. He led the Negro National League in hitting wins above replacement 5 times over a 7-season run. And he led or tied for the league lead in homers for 10 straight seasons.
And this one gets away and can't squeeze it. And in comes the run from third on the pass ball. Bounced out to short. Whips it to first. That's out number 1. And a run comes in to score. Upstairs. And that's too high. And another ball. Base knock center field. Josh Gibson against the big train himself, Walter Johnson. What a matchup. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Walter Johnson had a lot of respect for Josh Gibson. Walter said he was better than Hall of Fame catcher Bill Dickey, and that Josh caught so easily he might as well have been in a rocking chair. Pitch misses, and now 2-0.
Walter wasn't the only MLB legend blown away by Gibson. Hall of Fame pitcher Carl Hubbell said Josh was one of the greatest catchers in baseball history.
Let's see if he gives him anything to hit here. Hit hard, that gets through.
Bonnie Irvin once said, I played with Willie Mays and against Hank Aaron. They were tremendous players, but they were no Josh Gibson. That's the kind of territory Josh Gibson was in.
And he dodges that fastball. Ground ball up the middle. They get the force. They limit the damage here. As the lefty gets to work. Not even close there. And it's 1-0. Inside, almost got him. The wind of the pitch. There's a strike. And down on strikes he goes. 1 out. 1 gone, runner at first. Josh Gibson stepping in now. Hit on the ground to the right side. And that's just foul. The 0-1.
1 ball, 1 strike.
Wouldn't chase that time.
2-1.
Not close with that one. And now 3-1. And he deals. And that's a base hit into left field. They fired in quickly, so it's first and second with only one away. Josh Gibson against the big train himself, Walter Johnson. What a matchup. That one misses. Ball one. Just off the inside edge. The pitch.
That's ball 3. 3-0.
2 down, nobody on. Ripped to the right center, and that should be extra bases. Around first, heading for 2. And he starts his afternoon off right with a double. Slapped foul. Two outs. Swing and a miss, and he struck him out. And it's a 3-up, 3-down inning. First pitch misses. Out towards left center. Fox sizes this one up. Hauls it in, and there's 2 away. Just off the inside edge. That one missed.
Ball 2.
Two-0. That one fouled off. Line drive, and that's a base hit into center field. The run scores from third. It's 6-2. Just kind of sliced that one into center.
Well, as some of you may know, night baseball originated in the Negro Leagues in 1930. And I guess you could say we owe it to night baseball for us landing on a phenom named Josh Gibson. As the story goes, the Homestead Grays catcher Buck Ewing broke his leg tripping on the guide wire that held the portable light system into place. Judy Johnson goes into the stands and pulls out a young Josh Gibson. And Gibson had already been a budding star in the amateur world of baseball in Pittsburgh. And Judy Johnson pulls him out, puts him in the uniform, he gets behind the plate, and needless to say, Buck Ewing never got his job back. But hey, it's no embarrassment to lose your job to Josh Gibson, because now you've got a legendary story as well.
Gibson steps in, a chance to drive in some runs here. Clark back to work. And a big swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Next pitch is outside. On a strike. The pitch.
I think ultimately you want to tie him up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
Ripped to short. Zips it across. There for the out. Runner scores from third. Misses off the plate. 1-0. Hard hit right side. To first. That's the third out. Inning over. Swing and a miss as he was late that time. Pitch misses, and now it's even 1-1. That one almost got him.
2-1.
And the pitch. 2 outs, base is empty.
I think he was sitting off speed there.
The count is full.
Right side, hard hit. Over to first, and that is that. Josh Gibson stepping in now. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Swings through that.
I got 1 ball, 1 strike.
And another ball.
1 strike.
That one misses, and that's ball 3. Late with the swing there.
3-2.
Struck him out of the front door breaking ball. Now it's the power speed combo. Josh Gibson. The pitch. Fought off foul. Sellers. At third, Sanders. At second with nobody out.
I think he was sitting off speed right there because he just let the fastball go by.
The 0-2.
Nope.
I think ultimately you want to
One ball,
tie
2
him
strikes,
up, get the ball in on the plate so that he can't get the barrel to it and hit it to the outfield.
And now it's even up. Up and in, and it's 3-2. Payoff pitch. Hard ground ball for a base knock. One runs in, throws to second. The tag, and they cut him down, going for 2. The wind and the pitch. That one misses, and that is ball 1. And there's a ball. Smash to center, way back, and you can forget it. Home run.
The legendary Buck O'Neil would describe Josh in this manner, that he had the eyes of Ted Williams and the power of Babe Ruth rolled into one dynamic package. You see, his outs, whereas we say in the sport, were loud outs. I think about a story that Buck O'Neil also shared. He said a young ball player had just joined the Kansas City Monarchs. They're playing the Homestead Grays. Kid walks by the bench and sees an old broken bat in front of the Grays dugout. Picks it up and he's gonna tease Josh. He said, "Josh, this must be your old bat." Josh Gibson turns and shows him the faded out area on the sweet spot of his bat. And he says, "Son, I don't break bats, I wear them out."
Josh Gibson stepping in now. Cooper back to work. Check swing. Now we'll look down to first. No swing. Just held it back there. And another ball.
Good spot for the hitter. Definitely has the advantage in this count with runners on. Look for him to be aggressive on this next pitch.
And a foul ball makes the count 2-1. First and second here, no outs. And that's down and away.
That quote from Buck O'Neil about Josh Gibson having the power of Babe Ruth and the eye of Ted Williams really jumps out at you. Those are two of the top hitters in baseball history, and Buck thought Josh was a combination of the both.
3-1, and he couldn't come up with it. That's off the mark. Ball 1. You brought up Ted Williams, Chris. He had a lot of respect for Josh, too. When Ted got inducted into the Hall of Fame in 1966, he used his speech to call for Josh and Satchel Paige to be voted into the Hall themselves. Way inside, gets out of the way. That one misses. 3-1. Next offering finds the zone, and the count is full.
Got a full count.
And that's ball 4.
Take your base.
That misses the zone. And it's 1-0. Base is empty, one away, and we're at the top of the 5th. And that's in for a strike. And down on strikes. Out number 2. And welcome back to the ballpark. All set for the start of the inning. Now here is Josh Gibson. Slider misses outside. Swing and a line drive, base hit out into center field. And here is Josh Gibson. Cooper back to work. And fouled off. Cooper kicks and deals. That one not close. And that's ball 1. Next pitch is outside. Two on the way. Caught him looking for the K. There's a swing and a miss.
0-1's the count.
Runner on the move. Swing and a miss. Throw, save. That's a stolen base. And that's outside. Going to count 1-2.
Oh, that's too high.
It's a good take.
Sanders, the runner at second with 1 away. That's a little bit low. Cooper delivers. In the air, right side. Smith moving under it. Hauls it in for the out. Josh Gibson, the next to hit.
One.
Cooper winds and fires. Swing and a miss. Chased it out of the zone. That misses. Now 2 balls and a strike. Kicks and fires. Line drive, and that should be extra bases. And here it comes. On the ground, right side. O'Neill takes it himself. 1 up, 1 down. Gibson stepping in with a chance at his second knock of the game. throws it. He can't hang on to first, and he beats it. Everyone's safe. And a run comes into.
Buck O'Neill, who was around the game for 7 decades, said he only heard the distinct crack of the bat. Said the ball made a different sound coming off these players' bats. 3 players. One was the sweet swing of the legendary Babe Ruth. The other was Bo Jackson. And the third of this dynamic trio, Josh Gibson. The lore and legend that surrounds this almost mythical-like ball player is second to none. There's the story of the ball that he launched into orbit in Pittsburgh, and the next day he was called out when it came down in Philadelphia. Only Josh Gibson.
Josh Gibson stepping in now.
That legendary Josh Gibson power was no joke, Boog. In 1933, the first year of the Negro National League, he hit 18 homers. That was more than 7 out of the other 8 teams in the league hit all year.
That one missed. Bill Veeck, the legendary MLB owner, told a story about how he saw Gibson hit 2 upper deck homers in one game at Comiskey Park. Veeck called Gibson the greatest hitter he ever saw. And that one fouled off.
Buck Leonard said that Josh once hit a ball clear out of the polo grounds and onto the rail tracks nearby. That would have traveled about 600 feet.
That misses. Full count, 3-2. And they're all loaded up. And first offering is fouled off. Next offering is down low. And that's ball 1. And that's off the inside edge. And that's ball 2. On the ground to third. Gibson retired at first. And that one fouled off. Day kicks and delivers.
Well, he looks fresh out there. Just needs to get a little more confidence and remember how good he's been in the past.
Day comes to the plate. Hacks and misses. It's a strikeout. Here's the catcher, Josh Gibson. Chopped left side. Off balance feet. There's one. And he'll eat it and be happy with the out. And now the catcher comes up to him, Josh Gibson. Here comes a pitch. That misses. 1-0.
Ball 1, no play.
In the air, pretty deep out to center field. Drops into the glove. Runner tags at second. Save!
Oh, he's safe. That's a ball.
And the 1-0. Late swing, fouled off. Day kicks and delivers. Good eye in that spot. That's a base hit. Throw back in quickly. First and second now with nobody out. Day back to work. Into center. McDonald settles under this one. Brings it in. And there's one away. Back here with my pal Siggy. And here's the catcher, Josh Gibson. And a pitch.
Talk about the right guy at the right spot. They really need a rally, and this guy is someone you can believe in to find a way to get on base.
The pitch. Inside, almost got him. Right field, down the line, and that one slices foul. In the air, out towards right center. Smith hauls it in, and there's one away. Josh Gibson stepping in now. Day back to work. Fall off foul. And strike two.
No ball, 2 strikes.
That misses the zone. And the count 1-2. Out towards right center field. And that gets down into the gap. Runner around third on his way to the plate. Oh, he throws it away. And that one off the outside edge. Now fly ball to right center. McDonald on the move. And it hops over the wall for
Gibson's power was extraordinary. In 1936, the power-hitting catcher hit 84 home runs in a single season in 170 games against all levels of competition. He is still believed to be the only man to ever hit a ball completely out of Yankee Stadium. He hit one in the Polo Grounds that they estimated to travel over 600 feet. That's the kind of power that we're talking about. He could check swing and hit the ball out the ballpark. They don't measure sections of the ballpark where Josh hit balls. No. They look at landmarks. They say, you see that tree over there? Josh hit one over there. You see the barn over there? Josh hit one over that barn. You see those train tracks? Josh hit one over the train tracks. It was power personified.
Josh Gibson, did he really hit a fair ball out of Yankee Stadium?
Yes, he did. Josh was one of those superhuman people like that, if you want me to tell you the truth.
So 2 down. Josh Gibson now at the plate.
Monty Irvin, a Hall of Famer himself, told the story about seeing Josh Gibson hit a homer out of a stadium estimated at 575 feet. The town's mayor was there, and he stopped the game so someone could go get the ball.
Throw in holds the lead runner at second. 2 on now with 2 away. He was late there. Strike 1.
No ball.
Gibson did some of his best work in the Mexican League. In one game, he went 4 for 4 with a triple, a double, and 2 singles. The team's owner pretended to be angry and teased Josh, saying,
The year is 1942, and it's not any old game. It's the Negro Leagues World Series, the Kansas City Monarchs against the Homestead Grays, and it's an epic showdown. Satchel Paige and his friend Josh Gibson. The Monarchs were winning the game 4-2 in the bottom of the ninth, 2 outs, when Satchel gives up a 2-out triple to a guy named Jerry Benjamin. Satchel calls time. His nickname famously for Buck O'Neill was Nancy. Satchel says, "Nancy, you know what I'm fixing to do?" Buck said, "Yes, Satchel, you gonna get this guy out so we can go back to the hotel." He said, "No, Nancy, I'm gonna walk Howard Easterly, I'm gonna walk Buck Leonard, and I'm going to pitch to Josh Gibson." Buck looks at Satchel, he says, "Satchel, don't be facetious." He said, "Well, you can call it what you want, but that's what I'm going to do." He walks Howard Easterly, he walks Buck Leonard. Now everybody knows what's going down. And so Satchel calls time again. But this time he motions for the Monarchs trainer to come out. Now the trainer is part of the show. He's got a glass in his hand. And Buck says he drops something in the glass and the glass begins to fizz. Satchel drinks it down, he lets out a belch, now he is ready. Satchel looks at Josh, he said, "Josh, I ain't gonna try to trick you. I'm gonna throw you 3 fastballs. 95-mile-an-hour fastball, call strike 1, Josh never moves the bat. 99-mile-an-hour fastball, call strike 2. He said, "Now, Josh, I ain't gonna throw any smoke at your yoke. I'm gonna throw a pea at your knee." 100-mile-an-hour fastball, call strike 3. Satchel, who stood about 6'4", 6'5", he stretched out. He says, "Nancy, nobody hits Satchel Paige's fastball." But Buck O'Neill says the very next year, Satchel tried to get a fastball past Josh. He said Josh hit the ball so hard. You know how the pitcher goes through his follow-through? He says Satchel never got a chance to come up. Said the ball went right over the top of his cap. And as Josh is circling the bases, Satchel's still down here. He never comes up. And he looks over at first base and he says, "Nancy, a fella could get killed out here."
Here's a matchup unlike any other. Josh Gibson squaring off against Satchel Paige. The pitch. All loaded up, dangerous hitter at the plate. Line drive, could be extra bases. One runs in, the second run scores. Around third, he's safe, and they clear the bases. 3-0.
The legendary Josh Gibson is credited with having hit nearly 1,000 home runs in his 17-year career in the Negro Leagues against all levels of competition, including major leaguers. He lit everybody up. He did not discriminate against any of the pitchers, as Gibson once said to a young teammate who got called out trying to steal second base to end the game. And Josh comes over to him and he says, "Son, what were you thinking about?" He says, "Josh, I was trying to get in scoring position." Josh looks at him and he shakes his head. He says, "Son, I'm in scoring position when I get in the batter's box."
One down. Josh Gibson stepping in now. Josh Gibson had such high standards for his play, constantly measuring himself against Babe Ruth. If Ruth hit 2 homers, Gibson would say, well, then maybe old Josh better get out there and hit 3. On the ground, and foul ball.
What strikes me with Josh is the reverence his teammates and opponents had for him. Satchel Paige once said, "You look for his weakness, and while you're looking for it, he's liable to hit 45 home runs."
The pitch. That's smashed towards center. McDonald makes the catch. Runner tags from third. He scores on the sac fly. It's 1-1. The line to kick the pitch. Hard hit to third. Zips it to first. Leadoff hitter retired in the 4th. Johnson back to work. And that one fouled off. Fly ball to right. Smith settles under it. Makes the grab, 1 down. So bottom of the 9th. Now Josh Gibson. And the pitch.
Oh, the adrenaline's pumping right there. Pretty good fastball. Unfortunately, he got away from him. He's going to have to corral things a little bit.
And that one almost hit him. And that one hammered. McDonald ranging back. Pulls it in on the warning track. One down. Josh Gibson stepping in now. Swing and a miss. Strike 1.
0-1.
And takes low for ball 1. And there's a ball. Wouldn't chase that time. And he walked him. This is again 5 in a row. Pitch in the dirt, and that's ball 2. And now the lefty swings through that one. Foul ball, another 2-2 upcoming. Backed off the plate that time. Swing and a drive, deep right field. And it's a one-hopper off the wall. Should be extra bases. Throw comes in. Runner stopped. Second and third. Nobody out. And now Josh Gibson. Ball 1, no strikes. And another ball. Puts it in the air out towards left center. Puts it away for the out. They say you win.
0-1's the count.
There's a swing and a drive. On the warning track and hauls it in. One down. Here's some real power at the plate. Josh Gibson.
Oh, that's good.
The 1-0. That's down and in. Swing and a miss. Curveball in the dirt. And a foul ball. And a pitch.
Count is 3-2.
Three and 2. Payoff pitch. And there's ball 4. Johnson back to work. And ball 1. This ball's chopped to the ground. He is safe, and that was bang, bang at first. High fly ball out towards left field. Glass going back on this one. It bangs off the wall. Sanders coming home. He scores. It's 7-1.
Our out of all the players that I wish I could have seen play live, Josh has to be at the top of the list. I wish I could have seen him swing that bat, because by all accounts, he had no weaknesses. Yet while you're sitting there looking for an area where you think you can get him out, he will have hit 40, 45 home runs by that time. And the power was almost mythical-like. Oh, but let me tell you, it was very real. I can think of younger days. Josh Gibson dies when he was only 35 years old. He died as a result of a brain tumor. He would eventually succumb to that brain tumor on January 20th, 1947. Ironically, the same year that Jackie Robinson breaks baseball's color barrier. Josh Gibson would have hit home runs in any league, in any era, had he been given the opportunity to do so. This gentle giant, who was born in Luna Vista, Georgia, who would call Pittsburgh home until the day that he passed away, is arguably the greatest combination of power and average this game has ever seen. And Gibson slugged his way into the National Baseball Hall of Fame in 1972, fittingly alongside his Thunder Twin teammate, Buck Leonard.
Can you stop the rain from falling down?
At first base, from Rocky Mount, North Carolina, the legendary Walter Buck Leonard. Regarded by many as the greatest first baseman, not in Negro Leagues history, but in baseball history. He was compared to his contemporary Lou Gehrig, but believed to have even greater defensive abilities than Gehrig, and the old-timers in the Negro League say the greatest fastball hitter this sport has ever seen.
If you got the money, request is for the booking. Come on, everybody, let's get with the fly mode. Still got room on the truck, load of black.
They say sneaking a fastball past Buck Leonard was like trying to sneak sunrise past a rooster. You couldn't do it. Consistently hit over 300, smooth left-handed swing, and was a dazzling fielder. Buck Leonard made plays that other first basemen just simply could not have made. They couldn't have gotten to him, and he made it look easy over what resulted in a Hall of Fame career.
So 2 down. Buck Leonard. They're digging in now. Pitch misses inside. Ball 1.
Buck Leonard's ability to hit the fastball was no joke. Legendary pitcher Dave Barnhill said you could put a fastball in a shotgun and you couldn't shoot it by him.
And another ball. You know, the respect for Buck around the Negro Leagues was so great. Leon Day said he'd rather face Josh Gibson than pitch to Buck. That's inside. And that's ball 3. Rip to right, base hit. And that keeps the inning alive. Check swing went around, and it's 0-1.
0-1's the count.
That one missed. Check swing, no appeal. That one misses, and the count is 3-1. 2 down, nobody on. In the air, out towards right center. And it's into the gap. Around second now, going for 3. Miller with a relay throw, and he's out. Cut.
Most Negro League stars jump from team to team, but not Buck Leonard. He was a fixture with the Homestead Grays, and he was part of a dynamic tandem, perhaps the greatest tandem in baseball history, when he teamed up with the legendary Josh Gibson. They were called the Thunder Twins. Leonard was the lightning, and Gibson was the thunder. Both of them reigned on a lot of parades in Negro League games. Leonard hitting line drives off the wall and over the wall, and Josh hitting tape-measured shots that some of them still haven't come down to this day.
Buck Leonard digging in for the first time in this one. On the ground, 2 ball. Good feed, that's 1, and that's 2. First pitch doesn't find the zone.
Moved more than anyone else, Buck Leonard might have been the face of the Homestead Grays. Buck spent 17 straight years of his career with the Grays. That's the longest any Negro League player spent with a single franchise.
The 1-1. That one is absolutely belted. Smith raging back towards the wall. Didn't quite have enough. Going back to Buck's long tenure with Homestead, Chris, he brought so much success to the Grays. 9 straight years in the Negro National League Championship Series and 7 wins. And there's a strike. Way out front. For strike 2. Wouldn't chase that time. And that one almost got him. And the 2-2. Got him. 1 down. In the air, left field. Glass gliding in towards the infield. And that is that. All set to start the 9th in this one. And now Buck Leonard. The wind of the pitch. And first offering is fouled off. Kicks and deals. Now a high fly ball out to left center. McDonald on the move. And there's 1 down. Buck Leonard digging in for the first time in this one. And that one is lifted in the air. McDonald on the move to the alley. He's got it. 2 away.
Boog, more than anyone else, Buck Leonard might have been the face of the Homestead Grays. Buck spent 17 straight years of his career with the Grays. That's the longest any Negro League player spent with a single franchise.
Foul ball there. Going back to Buck's long tenure with Homestead, Chris, he brought so much success to the Grays. 9 straight years in the Negro National League Championship Series and 7 wins. Got him. And good work there as he gets a 1-2-3. That one pulled foul. At the belt and fires. On the ground to first. And it gets by him. Swinging a foul straight back. Righty to the plate. Foul back our way, and that's out of play.
The healthy cut. Tough pitch at 98, but a really good pass at the ball.
In the air, right field. Smith under it. Pulls it down, and he makes the catch. And that is that. Buck Leonard digging in now.
Over.
2 on, 1 out. Ground ball left side, and it's just foul. That was close. And another ball. On the ground to first, could be 2. Bates over to second, return throw to first, got him, double play, and that'll do it. Ground ball to the right side. Oh, and it hits the base. And no throw for some reason as he reaches first. That's got to be an error. Popped up, foul territory behind the plate. Hughes drifts towards it, makes the grab, and that'll end the inning. And the first pitch misses for ball 1. Wouldn't chase that time. 1 down, base is empty. Swing and a ball ripped out towards right center field. That'll touch down for a hit, and that's going to roll to the wall. And that's a double. Buck Leonard digging in now.
Hey, Boog, you know where Buck Leonard got his nickname? Well, his parents called him Buddy, but his little brother Charlie couldn't pronounce that and called him Bucky. That nickname stuck with him.
The 1-0. Slider misses outside.
One more thing on Buck's younger brother Charlie. He actually had a brief Negro League career, too. He played 1 game for the Brooklyn Royal Giants in 1933, and he went 3 for 5 with a double, an RBI, and 2 runs scored. Not bad for the little brother.
ground ball right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. In the dirt, and the runner stays where he is. Left-hand batter waits.
One ball, one strike.
Righty delivers. Almost got him. Out to short, Murray. Fires to first, and that will end the inning. Fastball almost got him there. And there's a rocket into the outfield. Quick throw back in. Lead runner holds at second with one gone. So here's the cleanup hitter, Buck Leonard. In the first pitch, misses for ball one.
Ball one, no strike.
Line drive. That's down. One hops off the wall. He pulls into second as a run scores.
The late, great Buck O'Neil would say in a game against the Kansas City Monarchs, and Satchel was on the mound, and he had thrown 3 or 4 consecutive off-speed pitches that Leonard, who was a left-hand line drive hitter, had ripped foul down the first base line. And he said Satchel decided he was going to try to sneak a fastball past Leonard. And Buck said Leonard hit the ball so hard that it ripped the webbing out of his glove. Buck calls time. He goes over to the mound. He said, hey, man, don't you throw him another fastball today. You gonna get me killed over here.
A matchup for the ages as Buck Leonard digs in against Satchel Paige. And there's a ball. I have to say, it's really amazing that Buck Leonard racked up all of his amazing stats, especially when you remember he didn't really play professionally until he was already 26 years old. Hard grounder into the outfield for a nod. Throw stops the lead runner at second. 2 on and 2 out.
The ledger of winning for Buck Leonard was incredible. 10 league championships, 3 World Series titles, and 13 East-West All-Star Game appearances. Oh, he was special in a career that was as consistent as any player in baseball history.
Buck Leonard digging in now with the bases loaded and the winning run just 90 feet away. First pitch misses. Leonard hammers this one deep to right. Smith on a dead sprint, racing back. In comes the winning run, and they get a walk-off win, 6-4.
Buck Leonard was a true student of the game of baseball. And first base oftentimes was a position in the Negro Leagues where guys would put on a show. They gave you a little extra flair, but not Buck Leonard. Buck Leonard played the game with a mindset that was a little bit more serious than those guys who typically played first base. He always made the right play, always. And again, his range was second to none. He was a thinking man's baseball player.
Monty Irvin digs in now. A dive, nice stop. And what a play! Ball game.
Well before Branch Rickey made the move to go get Jackie Robinson, Washington Senators owner Clark Griffith had tinkered with the notion of signing both Buck Leonard and Josh Gibson. But Griffith would later back off of this idea. The timing was right for Branch Rickey to make the move for Jackie Robinson. But in 1942, it was still a little early, and he already knew that the owners were certainly going to stand in solidarity and try to block this. The other side of the equation is he was also watching the Homestead Grays fill up Griffith Stadium. They were outdrawing the Washington Senators. Integration was going to put the Negro Leagues out of business. He didn't necessarily want to risk losing that revenue that he was generating from renting his ballpark to the Homestead Grays. And so after mulling over the impact and the repercussions, he backed off of the notion of signing Buck Leonard and Josh Gibson. This could have been well before Jackie Robinson.
Buck Leonard digging in here with runners at the corners. This one driven deep center field on its way. Home run.
Buck Leonard's skill set for a man who was well beyond his prime was absolutely amazing. In 1948, when he was 40 years old, he led the Negro Leagues with an amazing .395 batting average, and he slugged 42 home runs to win the home run title. He turned down an opportunity to go to the major leagues because he knew that he was beyond his prime. And even at the ripe old age of 45, he was still fielding major league offers, but refused them because he knew that he was not the ball player that he was. But I can tell you this, Buck Leonard at 45 was better than a lot of players in their prime.
I can't hold a frown too long. I can't stay down too long.
Here comes the 40-year-old slugger, Buck Leonard.
Buck Leonard had such a huge legacy in Pittsburgh after his playing career. In 1994, when the Pirates hosted the All-Star game, Buck was an honorary captain wearing a Homestead Grays jersey.
2-0 the count. Here it comes. Center field. McDonald has this one sized up. Corrals it. And that's the third out. And a swing and a miss there. Buck was so well respected by his Negro League peers. A lot of them wanted him to be the player to break the color barrier. Monty Irvin later said, I felt worse for Buck than anybody. I wish people could have seen what a marvelous athlete he was. To the right side. He takes it himself to the bag, and that'll do it. The wind of the pitch.
That's a ball.
Definitely a frustrating day for the offense, but when they look at it, this guy's had his best stuff. Painting the corners, working on the edges and changing speeds. Just a difficult one, you tip your cap.
And a base hit on the line. So a man on base to start the inning. Oh, that one rides up and in. 2 down, nobody on. Here, the bottom half of the 8th inning. Headed down the line. Glass on the move towards foul ground. Can't get there. This one lands foul. Just missed. Bounces over the wall in foul ground, and it's an automatic double. So 2 down. Buck Leonard digging in now. That's in there. That's strike one. And that one moves his feet. And another ball. And that's downstairs and outside.
3 balls, 1 strike.
So now 2 on and 2 outs. The right-hander back to work. And there's a foul ball. Line drive, base hit, right center field. Around first, digging for 2. The throw in. The tag out. Swinging a foul straight back. 0-1. That one way inside. Wouldn't chase that time. 2 outs.
Ball 3.
He really committed to that fastball up at the top of the zone. He knows that if he makes a mistake in the zone, it gets hit hard by a power guy like this. That's a nice miss right there.
And here's a 3-2. And they'll do it again. 3-2. Got him looking, and he did not like the call. So 2 on with 2 away. And now Buck Leonard. Check swing. He held up. And that is ball 1. Next pitch is outside. That one misses. Ball 3. Swing and a ground ball up the middle. That's a base hit. Sanders around third. He'll score easily, and they take a 2-run lead.